Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Prepping in the South show. This is a couple of Southern preppers here. I'm Alabama White.
Country Black Live. And today's topic is we're going to talk about civil war and unrest and how to maintain and survive.
Might be coming to you before you know it.
At your door, knocking like this.
Before you know it.
Before you know it, I don't have nothing to give. But
You ain't got nothing to give.
we coming in anyway. Crack across the head. But in reality, it's just very serious. Seriously, it's all over the world, and it's not just right here in the United States. John was educating me today. He showed me a couple of videos of what's going on in Ukraine. What was it, Ukraine or UK?
In England, UK, yeah.
UK.
Yep.
So I'm gonna let John talk more about it because he's a little bit more up on it than I am.
Well, what's going on over there is something that can happen here, and there's rioting in the streets, and what's happened is they've allowed all this immigration, just like here. A ton of Muslims, and that's mostly where the trouble's coming from, just like here up in Minnesota and whatnot. The guy who's running for vice president, the governor of Minnesota, allowed all the stuff out there in Minnesota to happen. Told the police to stand down. Let them burn all the buildings and whatnot. That was one of his direct orders. Told them to abandon the police station. They didn't want to abandon that police station. The police chief has come out, but the governor can override that decision. Say, pull out, guys. Don't want anybody hurt or whatever. Let them burn everything. All right, that's happening over there in England. They've had multiple stabbings, machete, knife, it doesn't matter. Well, the English people are getting fed up with it, but it's ballooned into this.
Yes.
And the same thing can happen here. So now all you got to do is go to, well, go ahead. What you got?
So no more than what? It's pretty much going right here now in the United States, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's just here.
They burned down the police station.
Well, yeah, but I mean, right now as we speak, yesterday, the day before, I mean, there's tens and thousands, hundreds of thousands all across Ireland, across Scotland, England, just the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
And they're just saying we're fed up with these daggum, these Muslims, these immigrants who come in, and they hate the country, but they don't hate the benefits. They got their hand out.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a torn system over there right now, and they're on the verge. Even Elon Musk has mentioned this. Who's the big boxer from Scotland? McGregor.
Yeah,
Conor McGregor. He's come out and said stuff, and they're on him.
UFC fighter.
If you say something against them, against the government about these protests, about these immigrants, people are getting arrested. People are being shut down. There's a lot, in my opinion, a lot of false misinformation going on, but that's for you to decide. They're saying that all these mosques are being attacked. There's not much video evidence of that. I'm sure there's a little bit, but there is Catholic churches being burned. There are people, there's videos out there of people being beat up on the streets. Anyway, so that's over there. My point is, we can't help out there, but a topic we like talking about is just being prepared for here, and don't think that it can't happen here. It was just a few years ago with Portland, San Francisco, LA, New York, California. Everything. We may even mention that on the last video. All this stuff is getting crazy.
It is crazy. It's just not alone that. It's the homeless people that they even have in California and in New Jersey. They just stand there like they look like, especially in California. It was terrifying what I seen. They standing up like zombies. They look like zombies. They doped all up.
They all drugged out.
They defecating on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild. They got tents all up there, and this on California Boulevard or some of the what's the name of the main strip there?
Well, depending on you got in Cal, but
anyway,
if it's LA or something, you got the Sunset
LA,
Strip, all that kind of stuff. You know,
it's homeless everywhere there.
Yeah, especially in LA. There's a guy I know that now he said he was going to send me some pictures, and the sorry dog didn't. But he was like, LA. They have got, it's just tent city everywhere now. And I've gone on YouTube and I've looked at stuff. You can just go look at Tent City, California, and your mind will be blown. And now
they sitting there. One guy. He's sitting there squeezing one right off in the middle of the street.
Yeah, that's just disgusting.
It is disgusting.
That's pathetic.
BM right there on he just dropped it right on the road.
Now the governor of California is saying your cities need to get control of your homeless situation and put them in a homeless shelter. And of course they're going like, well, you've done this to us, this, that, the other. Your policies have led to this situation.
That's
And
right.
all that stuff costs money. You can't
does.
keep
You
going
can't-
to the tax
exactly.
base and
And
oh, we need to get
we
another
need
1%
GoFundMe,
this
yeah.
for that, another 1 cent for that. You know, we got 7%, 8%, 10% taxes on a bottle of beer. Let's go to 11 or 12. And where's that money going to help the homeless? Well, y'all created this situation,
They
and
created this situation.
and things start
It's the same
brewing.
thing, yeah.
And that's what's happening in England. People like y'all are taxing us, giving it to the Muslims, or all these immigrants that are coming over from the Middle
Migrants.
East.
You
And
call them immigrants, I call them migrants.
Migrants, that's
I'm trying
fine.
to figure out what's the difference. I was like, really?
well, y'all migrated by
Junior-
foot.
Yeah, me and a
And-
certain person, we said, a little kid, he's like, I was like, what's the difference? He's like, there is a difference, you know, because he's foreign too. I was like, what's the difference between migrant, immigrant, if they're all begging?
If they all beg, it's like a bunch of beggars. I mean, but and there's a lot of sorry people here, and not saying all of them are sorry. Don't mess up. But we have an
Some
illegal
good, some-
immigration problem here in this country, and that woman right there on that screen, the border czar, who hadn't done a daggum thing, which now they're saying she didn't, or she's the greatest thing since sliced bread anyway, at least for the last few
Sliced
weeks.
bread ain't all that good either.
You know, yeah, it does beat cutting it.
Yeah.
But the last couple more weeks, she's going to be the greatest thing ever. And she hadn't done anything. They don't stand for anything. They don't care. You made a comment before we came on. The Democratic Party don't care. Most of the politicians don't care. They got money. They're protected.
Oh yeah,
They don't care about them.
And you know,
mean, about
if anything
us.
ever happened, they tucked away in a nice little warm area, and chaos and mayhem will break out in the streets, and the Biden administration will be safe. But you, it's gonna be darkness. For the American people, it's gonna be cold out there in the streets. It's gonna be hunger, famine, death, murder. And society, as you look at it right now, is going to come to an end. So, listen, people, make the decision what you need to do. Make your judgment. It's not you being an adult. You need to look at your child. It's like, what is best for my kid, future? Because, I'm gonna be honest with you, hell is coming. It's coming.
Well, very well may. All right, let's just real briefly go over. All right, trouble in the UK. There's trouble here. Could be a lot more trouble here coming in the next month or two or three. I mean,
We got 80 days left.
All right, we got. All right, you got trouble in Ukraine. Trouble in Taiwan can happen any day. May or may not. A lot of people say China ultimately wants to do business, but yet look what they're doing. They're trying to undercut us in other ways financially with the BRICS nations. All right, they're trying to come up with a currency. Or more or less develop the whole BRICS nations currency.
Then it kicked us out.
Oh.
All the third world countries, embassy, shut them down. It made us pack our shit up, get out. I can say the poop word, but people, you don't understand what's going on in this world, and guess where it's heading.
Well, and so much stuff is heading here too. Like for instance, Venezuela. There's trouble in Venezuela. You know, Argentina is they're trying to get it handled down there. But all these people are migrating up here, y'all. They're migrating up here, okay? By train, by foot. All right, I've been watching this stuff for years now, and the border czar isn't doing a daggone thing. The administration isn't. But they're letting them over. They're giving them benefits. They're giving them. They're flying them all around. Where do you want to go? Davenport, Iowa. You want to go to Portland, Maine. You know, you want to go to New York City.
They sending them there.
Yeah, sending them there.
So they had reporters. I witnessed this. They had reporters, and they had them all lined up. They caught them, and they had them all lined up. And it's like they was interviewing one at a time. It's like, hey, where you from? He said, maybe say I'm from Venezuela. And he said, where you supposed to go to? He said, I'm supposed to go to New York. And he goes to the next one. Where you from? He said, I'm from Honduras. It's like, where they want you to go? You hear what I'm saying? They say, where they want you to go?
Mm-hmm.
I go to Chicago. They want me to go to Chicago. He said, would you be happy to Chicago? He said, doesn't matter. Where I come from, anything better, Chicago, good for me.
Mm-hmm.
And next one, they interviewed another one. He said, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be in New Jersey.
And it's hard for
It's terrible
in their situation, you know. But at the same time, too, what's going to happen to us if we went down? We should get a video camera and go. They're not going to take care of us. We can't go to the streets, even in Mexico City or something, and say, hey, give us money, or we start protesting and complaining, raising a little bit of hell, trying to kill people. Man, they'll put us in a Mexican prison.
They're going to crack our heads.
They're going to love you.
They're going to love me.
You got that year-round tan.
Yeah, year-round tan. You know, then I'm going to have burritos all day for lunch. It's different.
They're gonna look at me tomorrow. That's Alabama white sauce right there. We don't know about that.
We'll pass over. You know, we come back and we'll
after
come back later on. Right now, you know,
you're gonna be outnumbered.
I'm outnumbered.
By a lot.
I don't like your color. Darkness. Get your ass.
Oh, they're gonna break out hot sauce with me, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good.
It's not good.
But they will not treat us the way we treat them.
Yeah, we're not accept us the way we accept them.
And we're not. I mean, y'all see what's happening now, and I'm all for business. I mean, I'm a capitalist, but we're not even making people speak the language. Yeah. We're not. I had a guy today where I work tell me. I don't know if I told you this or not. They're Mexican. Their family, they would have children here, so they're American citizens, and they'll stay here for like 3 years. Then they go back to Mexico until they're grown. 17, 18, 19, they're learning a trade, I assume, you know. Yeah. And so they're Mexican, they're learning about the culture, and then they come back over here to start working. And you're like, okay, now, but they're American citizens. They were born here. They probably got a social security number. They can come over here. If they want to work, they can work. And if they want to come over here and bum out, they can probably bum out and probably get benefits quicker than you or I.
You know something? If you go try to get a citizenship anywhere or a third world country, the government will tax you. Then you have to make a certain amount of money or have a certain amount of money to even buy embassy in another country. Like Spain, anywhere else, yeah, it's going to cost you. But people from Spain can come over here and say, hey, walk right on in. Thank you. I love you, America.
America. Gotta love that money.
Dollar bill.
Follow that dollar.
Follow that dollar. But the point I'm making here, we're getting railroaded.
Oh, yeah, we're getting hard. I mean, you know,
and bent over in a 55-gallon drum.
How many times they try to tell us, pay your taxes? Barack Obama, the great black one, right? Pay your taxes. You know, he's that half-white, sorry, slap dog.
Yeah.
You know, he's not even worth the whiteness that's coming out of his skin. Right. How about that? That's a pretty strong thing.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah. Well, he's white. He's half white, raised by white people. His half whiteness is pathetic. I don't know if it's the black man that's bringing him down or the white man that's bringing him down. Somebody's bringing
him down. We have two gene pools that's fighting. Ain't no telling what the fuck is gonna come out the next day. One day they're gonna gangster. Next motherfucker day,
like they were trying to do.
Hey, Jim, come on, let's have dinner. You want some wine?
That sounds like a whole lot of Chicago coming out. You know.
And the next day he say, hey Jim, don't do that.
But listen to this. He's the one that said all this stuff, and I think he's the grand puppet of them all. He said we're going to fundamentally change the United States of America. Okay, look what's happening.
They working on that.
I think he made the comment one time, give me like 30 million, 40 million people and I'll change this country. Dude,
what are they getting?
Yeah.
This is what they do. They don't want, people, they don't want you. Why do you think they letting all these migrants in?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they don't
want you here no more? And the Democratic Party are the ones that want them to vote. Not the Republicans are like, bring an ID. That's racist, can't bring an ID. Just give me an ID to vote and check the voting. You don't need illegal immigrants voting in this country. State race, county race,
any type
federal race. They don't need to be voting, guys.
Period.
You know,
because you know what they're gonna do is wipe you out. That's the whole plan of this thing right here. It's letting them in, so your vote won't count anymore. Because you know something, they will listen. They will take sides because they do it anyway. They used to do it in their own country, but now their own country they don't need them anymore either. So our country said, hey, we can use the Browns.
The Browns.